القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر.
Salam Alykum. Be sure to download your free implementation workbook. We go through it step by step. All the videos correspond with it. We have laid it out very strategically so you can master Quranic Tajweed and Quranic Mastery and implement it while you go along. Okay, so be sure to download this and it will help you on your journey. It's free to download. The link should be in the description. Salam Alykum.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Welcome to lesson number 2. Lesson number 2 will be going through Kalimaat Khaasah. Kalimaat Khaasah. So what does this mean? This means special words. So what does special words mean? Special words means the special words which are read in the chain of Shatibiyya, in the tariq of Shatibiyya. So let's start having a look at this. Now, there are some words which have specific rules only found in Shatibiyya. So let's have a look at the first one. Now, all of these are mad lazim, and more specifically, they are mad kilmi muthaqqal. So they are kilmi muthaqqal, which means that there is a mad, and after that there is a shadda. So there's a sakin within them, and this is kilmi mukhaffaf, this particular one, but these two are muthaqqal because there's a shadda afterwards, and this one has a sakin. So these three words can be read in different ways. So the first way is to read the mad lazim, which has already been taught in the Introduction to Tajweed program. The mad lazim means that you read it with 6 harakat, and when you read it with 6 harakat, you go أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الذكرين, and the second one here would be Allah, and this one is Al-Ana. Okay, so this is stretching the med by 6 harakat. So this is stretching the med 6 harakat, meaning reading with ishba' or tul. Now, the second way to read this is with something called tasheel. So these words, if we have a look, these words were actually original al-dhakaraini and Allahu and al-ana. So there was two hamza, but it became badl, right? So to prevent the two hamzas meeting, they were turned into a med. So the med, because of course there was a sakin afterwards, it turned into a 6 haraka med instead of just a 2 haraka badl. Now, the tasheel, which is this rule, the second way of reading this, is read by pronouncing the first hamza full clearly with tahqiq, and only reading half of the second hamza, meaning the second hamza will be read with tasheel. So what does this mean? Instead of reading this as dhakaraini, you would read this as dhakaraini. So we can clearly hear the first hamza, but the second hamza is only read half. So it's only read very, very lightly, yeah? And that's what tasheel means, to read something softly, lightly. And this one, instead of reading it Allahu, you would read it Allahu, Allahu. And this one, same thing, you would read it as Al-Ana, Al-Ana. Okay, so we can hear a slight bounce in the second hamza, but it's not read very clearly. So these are words in which there is an option. Now so this is in surah. This is in multiple surahs. This particular word is in Surah Al-An'am, and this one is in Surah Yunus. So in Surah Fussilat, there is, in verse 44, there is a word A'jami, and this is always read with tasheel. There is no med on this one. Why? Because there's no hamza afterwards. Okay, there's no hamza here. There is no med applied here. Okay, this is always read with tasheel, so that's a special word. This is the first one, first special word. So the first special word is that you can either read with mad lazim, 6 harakat, or you can read it with tasheel. And of course, this one is always read with tasheel, no med is applied. The second one is يلهث ذلك. So when we are joining this, of course, there's a stopping point in the middle, and you can't stop because jaiz means you can either stop and continue. It's the reader's choice. But if you are continuing, then you would read this with al-idgham. You would actually turn the tha straight into the dhal. So it would be يلهث ذلك يلهث ذلك. There's some طرق which you can't read with idgham like this. You would have to read يلهث ذلك, not يلهث ذلك. Okay, so you would make idhar instead of idgham. Same thing applies here. In some طرق you would read it as اركب معنا, but in Shatibiya you read it as اركم معنا. So the kaf goes straight into the meme. So this is idgham in here. So the special word number 4 is with the word ta'manna. So this particular word has 2 allowable ways of reading this word. This appears in Surah Yunus, Surah Yusuf. The first way is to read this with al-ishmam. Now the first way reading with al-ishmam, this ishmam is a special rule which is a visual thing. So inshallah I'm going to upload another video in which I'll show you how to read this in a shorter video, but let me explain it in this one. So this is when the noon mushaddada, here we can see the noon is mushaddada, is pronounced. Then the reader must make a circle shape with their lips without changing the sound of the ghunna. So we can hear in the sound ta'manna, ta'manna, but there's no difference in sound. This is a visual thing which I'll show in the next one. So the second way to read this word is to read it with al-ikhtilas. So al-ikhtilas, a bit of explanation needed before that. The word ta'manna was originally ta'manuna. Okay, ta'manuna. So of course we know that the noon is normally 2 noons, yeah? But the first one for it to be shadda is normally with a sakin, and then the second one is with a haraka. But here is a special case where the first one is dhamma and the second one is fatha, but still there is a shadda applied to this. So this ta'manuna was changed into ta'manna. Now, to incorporate the 2 noon into one. So when this word is read with al-ikhtilas, then the first dhamma is only read 2/3. 2/3 account of that first dhamma. So instead of reading it ta'manuna, you read it ta'manna, ta'manuna. Okay, so it's a very short first noon. Ta'manuna, ta'manuna. Okay, so you can almost just hear it. Only those close to you will be able to hear it because it's a very fast dhamma that we are reading. So that's al-ishmam is when we're doing the idgham. So we're reading a shadda. Ta'manna, but we indicate by circling our lips. And the second one, al-ikhtilas, is ta'manna, ta'manna. So it's a very, very short dhamma. And that is al-ikhtilas. So because al-ishmam is more easy to pronounce, that's why you would hardly, I don't think I've ever heard anyone actually, or any recording reading the al-ikhtilas, but it is taught. And of course, as a reciter, when you come here, you can recite this with al-ikhtilas, as I do sometimes, just to keep the sunnah alive. So this is the first 4 words, and inshallah we'll continue in the next video the remaining special words.
If you enjoyed this video, guys, please like this video so we know you enjoy it, as we can make more. Please write a comment and tell us what you thought about the lesson, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe now. Jazakallah. Salam Alykum.